Hey everybody, it's Pam at the Paper Outpost, and it's the first of the month, and I've got the 5 new Digikits ready for September, and I made one based on Halloween. It's called Halloween Pumpkins. This is a fun one, and it's like, I would say it could roll in the gothic, scary to not so scary, maybe a little scary, not super scary, but just kind of fun, Halloween-y kind of stuff. Nothing bloody or anything like that, but just kind of fun if you want to make some Halloween journals or Halloween giveaways or Halloween greeting cards. These would be great, and they're just fun. So I hope you like these. I really like these. I think they came out great. So lots of different sizes here that you can cut out. They're easy to cut out. You can turn them into journal cards or pockets or journal tucks. A lot of scary houses, old craggy trees, little mausoleum-y things, an old moon, and the pumpkins. So there you go. That's Halloween pumpkins. That's the first Digikit. And we'll make something with one of these Digikits too, just so you can get an idea. Now, since we're rolling in the holiday theme, I thought I would roll right into Christmas, and I'll put maybe I don't know, like a Christmas one out now, maybe a one or two in the next 2 months as well, just to give you some things to play with in case you're starting to make your Christmas things now. This is a little bit of a different spin on Christmas. It's, I would call it Christmas light or Christmas-esque, but it's like a magical fantasy special journey into Christmas. So you'll see some Christmas symbols, and these would make beautiful greeting cards, or front covers for Christmas journals, things like that. They would be just stunning. So there's all different types in here. There's a lot of swirly sparkles, stars, and some vintage ladies blended in just for fun, which I think it gives it a really cool old world Christmas charm. But there you go. Just something a little bit different, maybe out of the ordinary. And some smaller ones here. There's 16 on this page. These are fun to use for little pockets or tucks, or maybe page tabs, or place cards, whatever you'd like to use them for. 1,000,001 ideas with Magical Christmas 2024. Okay. Moving right along, we have one called Fantasy Birds. And I would say this is a little bit steampunk, a little bit vintage, lots of blues and peaches in here. Even there's one splash of purple, but I would say primarily greens, blues, peaches for the colors. And just really, really gorgeous fantasy stylized birds. Here's some smaller ones. Very pretty. Here's snorting, Sunny. Sunny is snorting. I'm a big bird lover, so you can never get too many birds for this girl. Just some bigger ones, very pretty as well. And there's 5 pages in each. And if you you can either purchase these online from my Paper Outpost shop, or if you don't have a printer or don't like to print, I have a print and mail service. I'll print, all you do is buy the print and mail option, and I will print out 10 Digikits for you. That's 5 pages each. That gives you 50 printed pages on nice lightweight cardstock, just like I printed them out here. And I mail those to you with free priority mail shipping. So if you're interested in that, feel free. So as you can see, like there's some like gears and things like that, making some of them look a little bit steampunk. A lot of people like the steampunk theme. So there you go. That is Fantasy Birds. Okay, 2 more. This one is called Nightscape, and I think this is a really pretty one. It's based on a lot of neutrals, grays, blacks, soft, very soft background colors, kind of a dreamscape type feel. Very pretty. Some bigger ones, smaller ones. Would also fit in a gothic style book. Most are eerie and mysterious. I guess that one might be a little bit scary, but mostly eerie and mysterious, nighttime, dreamscape stylized feel to these. Remind me of old ghost movies, something like that. Just kind of fun stuff. Could be used for a Halloween journal as well, but very fun And these will go almost with any colored journal because of the black and gray and white scale. There's a little bit of colorized pictures on this page, a little bit of bluish denoting the night. But there you go. So I hope you like those. This is called Nightscape. That was a fun one to do. Kind of mysterious and somber and something different. Here we go. This one is called, for the lighter edge, Cookie Dreams. You know, we can never have too many cookies. I'm all about that. So these are some vintage stylized cookie collections, cookie stores, a lady making cookies, vintage looking pottery. Also could be very fun for a recipe junk journal, Christmas junk journal. I'm getting hungry just looking at all these cookies. Where are my cookies? I don't have any cookies in the house. It's not fair. I love the icing cookies. Chocolate chip, here's they're baking them. The younger lady, the older lady, piling up the cookies. Just so much cookie fun here. So if you're a food aficionado, if you like cookies and milk, who doesn't like cookies and milk? And this lovely lady here in her very vintage kitchen. And just some more fun people. There's even a fella in there, and here's a girl offering some cookies. I like her already. She can come to my house anytime. There you go. That's Cookie Dreams. All right, so let's have some fun and make something with these. Okay, I'm just taking a gander here, and we'll just use this one up here as an example. But what you can do, another way to use these, or any pictures really in your junk journals, if your pictures are on thin paper, you might want to mount them on something a little bit stronger to do this technique. It'll just help you a little bit, but I'll just cut this one out here. Okay. I'll just cut this little edge off. And hope everybody's doing well today and you're having fun with your papers. You know, if you're having a lousy day, go have fun with your papers. If you're having a great day, go have fun with your papers, because any day with your papers is always a better day. Okay, so let's say we have this little guy. This is just a little different way to cut and mount. I'll show it to you in the journal as well so you can kind of get a feel for it. But basically, I'm going to separate this. I'm not going to cut it out. I'm just going to separate this one side of the tree. This is a really, I'm not the greatest fussy cutter, so just do my best here. But they say turn the paper, not the scissors. I don't know why they say that and who they are. Who are they? Nobody really knows, but they're out there wreaking havoc. Okay, I'm going to come around the top of the moon. Oh, kind of missed half the moon. That's all right. That's okay. All right. Okay, so what you can do, maybe I'll even cut a little more. I'm going to be brave and bold and cut a little more. Cut a little more, Pam. It's okay. Cut a little more. All right, let's go this way on that side of the tree. Okay, you can cut them really any way you like, and then you pull your journal out. And here's the journal we've been working on. This is a repurposed. I think it goes this way. A repurposed. Did I do them all upside down? Maybe I did. Did I? Huh, who's to say what's upside down and right side up? I think that's right side up. Okay. It's a repurposed composition notebook, and what you can do, I'm just going to take these clips off. We coffee dyed the pages, and then randomly what you can do in here on any one of these pages, and now that they're all like coffee dyed and crinkly, I love that feeling. It just feels like an old book at this point. I love it, love it, love it. So you can take this and you can glue down the parts that are not this cutout that you did, okay? So it's just a different way to do a cutout. Here's the brown. I probably want to do black. Where'd that black dauber go? I know I heard it fall off the, oh, there it is on the ground. I knew I heard it fall off the desk. The one I'm looking for, whoop, always falls off the desk. Okay. Now this one's already pretty dark around the edges, but I'm just going to darken it up a little bit more, just to give it a little more contrast. This is Black Soot Distress Ink. I know that's a little hard to read. Sorry. I'm going to wet this up a little bit because I think mine are getting old and dry. Yep, there we go. Here's a makeshift dauber. D-A-U-B-E-R is how you spell dauber. I don't know why it's not D-O-B-B-E-R. It should be. And it really should be. Somebody, please change that back to what it should be. Okay. Just darkening it up a little bit, just to get a little more exterior contrast. See that? Okay. And then I'm going to place it here. And where I'm going to put the glue is on this circular part. I think I'm going to use the Fabrifix clear silicone glue. And I'm going to put this on there. And you can use your finger tool to adhere things better. Or you can just be very careful with your placement. You just want to make sure the edges are done well where it's not the cutout part. So you can hold the cutout part and then maybe do the away glue with the finger. Away, away, away. Okay. Now we're going to put that down here in the corner. And now we want to make sure, remember that one inside piece is not glued down. Just make sure it's not glued down. Okay. And now you can technically tuck something in there. Let's just use something for example. I have this lovely letter from 1941. It's an old envelope and an old letter inside. Let's see what the letter is. I don't even know. Looks like it's typewritten. Dear Donna, what a lot of mail the Hamiltons are getting from Fort Smith. Oh, this is called Nosy Neighbor letter. Okay, maybe we have to read this a little bit. Okay. I had a very nice letter from Tom and answered it yesterday, and now here's yours. Okay, I like the way they used to write letters. I'll mention my usual complaint. Oh boy, here we go. He's one of those. Who is this? A female or male? Oh, God love you. Oh, great. F-O-B. Wait, maybe does it say here? Oh, we'll never know who it is. I'll mention my usual complaint. There's really not much news around here. That's just to put everyone at ease. The main thing, I was up this morning with him until 2. Him? Who's him? Oh, wait, I missed a line. Sorry. The main thing is now is Butch Jr.'s illness. The poor little guy has distemper, and I was up this morning with him until 2. I put him in the hospital, and the doctor thinks he can save him. And apparently it goes on, talking about all sorts of things. But it is a personal letter, even though it's typewritten, which is kind of cool. So you get a real peek into somebody's life and how they communicated with each other. A little different than email and texting and things like that. But basically the gist of this is you could use this as a tuck, okay? You could also put something smaller in here. This might actually be better with something smaller. And you could tuck it right in there. And then when the person pulls it out, they'll see the whole picture. Or you could tuck it into that part of it, and that will work as well. You could actually glue this part down if you wanted to. Maybe I'll do that. I just feel like that might be better. And I will add this letter to this book, but maybe not in this location, because I think this feels better with something smaller in it. There. Okay. So this little guy, we'll find somewhere special for you. We will put you here. We'll figure out a good, I'll leave him in there. Don't worry, it's okay. All right, so let's maybe do another one. Okay, so here's another page. I'm going to take this one because it has a central theme, and I think that might work well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out. It's an old, scary house, and I think that'll work perfectly. All right. Now there's another way that you can approach this. If you so choose, you don't have to technically make the cut right from the bottom, but you could just for easy access. But you could just start with a craft knife, which gives you a sharp place right from the beginning. So I'm going to try this. Now I'm on a craft mat that accepts cutting, so just be mindful whatever you're on has to accept cutting. It allows you to cut inside the shape. Okay, so now what do we have? We have that. So that was pretty easy, right? Don't forget to retract your craft knife. And let's go, let me see, maybe this guy can go, well, where's that other one? I don't want to put him too close. There, you're there. Maybe we'll go in the back somewhere more, maybe here. Okay, so this guy, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to ink him with the black. And there we go. Just defining him a little bit more. He's already dark and mysterious, but we're taking him to the next level of dark and mysterious. It is that spooky Halloween, gothic, scary fun, scary, scary not bloody, scary bloody. Doesn't matter. I mean, you take it where you want. If you want to do your old favorite horror movies, you can do that. I have a podcast on Halloween ideas too, if you want to check that out. The Paper Outpost podcast, just Google that. You should be able to find it, and there's links down below too of this video. Okay, so here, turning it to the back, we're not going to glue the house. Okay, so basically that's it. Everything else gets glued. All right, so put a little glue here, a little glue here. You can really use any glue here. Anything below the cut line can be glued. All right, you just want to get to your edges as best you can. And then I like to use my finger to bring it to the edges. It's just easier for me. Some people don't like to get glue on their fingers, and that's okay, but I do. Okay. All right, there we go. So if I put it nice and low, that means my little thing can hold something tall and high, like that. So then they'll take that out and they're like, oh, look at that. It's a whole little picture. Very cool, right? Okay, so there you go. Now, if you're worried about floppiness, I mean, I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's a little floppy. Okay, who are we kidding? It's a little floppy. You can always come in for the save with one of those giant paper clips, of which I am now digging, trying to find one. Of course, I have a million of them until you need one, right? Okay, here we go. One of these. It has to be long enough to reach from the edge. I'm not sure that is, so maybe I'm going to come up from the bottom. Okay, so I could initially try this way. And that would actually, it does just make it. It grabs the house, the letter, and the edge of the paper. So that could work. But if it wasn't long enough, I could come up from the bottom too. Just an alternative to think about. So just to know, and you could put it even over the edge of the house. That's going to hold everybody into place. It's not, yep, like as I demonstrated, it's definitely, might still flop around on you. But maybe we'll go back to the side. Yeah, that seemed to be more efficient, more effective. All right, there we go. I don't want to get it too long. Okay. Okay. All right, there you go. So those are a couple easy ideas that you can do with that. So you can take any of any pictures really and modify them like that. That's just kind of a fun thing that you can do. Maybe I will even just lightly blacken that a little bit more. Okay, there we go. I think that looks kind of cool. All right, so here is the link to all my links. If you can't find the drop-down description box below this video, this will just type all that painstakingly in, and you'll get a page with a bunch of hyperlinks to all my links. So that you might find helpful if you need help with that. These are all the Digikits for this month, and hold on. Oh, yes, I have my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, Sundays. I have a podcast audio Tuesdays and Thursdays, new material, and you can watch video podcasts any day of the week. They're always uploaded for you on Spotify. I have a free monthly email newsletter. If you're interested in signing up for that, you can find the link on here if you can't find it in the drop-down description box. And also, you're going to get a free digital image emailed to you every month, a checklist of supplies, a note from the bookmaker which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it, and also a page list of ideas on how to break the blank page with a matching playlist there as well. So that's at the bottom of every newsletter. And I have an Etsy shop, so when you see journals and bundles and kits and fundles that are complete and ready for a sale, they will be available in there. I'm still working on this one right now, and this is just, it's actually kind of fun to do something a little different. And so I've just begun with this now. Oh, okay, maybe we will, we've got a few more minutes. Let's just do one more thing. I goofed, and I want to turn it into something positive if I can. So we're just going to massage it a little bit. See all these buttons? That's not a mess. No, if you thought that was a mess, that's decoration for my scene, okay? That's what that is. All right, so right now, let me just back this up a little bit. Okay, focus. Okay, I'm going to take these off, and you might actually be able to see them. So the question was, I darkened these edges with some brown or black, like basically doing this. I already Mod Podged it and then went over it. But I was wondering if the ink on top of that might rub off. And I did the finger smudge technique, and I'm pretty sure it did, but it wasn't atrocious. So I will now, well, I just put it on so you can't really see after it dried. But I'll just show you. Okay, so there's not much there. No, it's really not bad. Let me do this one. This will be worse. Yeah, of course. It's not really horrific. It's not like somebody's going to get tons of it, but you can. Let me see if I can find it quick. For my next trick. All right, if you have some of this stuff, I probably should not do this in the house. I'd recommend you do this outside because it's going to smell your house up. But I am going to put down something because I have a new mat, and I do have some sensibility. It's not often, but there is some present. Okay, maybe we can use a bag of this little thing. This lovely coffee stained. Let's just lay it down. It's a lovely coffee stained flour sack cloth. It's also known as a tea towel from Walmart. Okay, that's pretty, right? Yeah, I just want to run and use that tea towel in a junk journal. Okay, so this is Krylon. This was like 11 bucks a million years ago at Hobby Lobby. UV Archival 1377 satin. Advanced non-yellowing. Has all sorts of amazing stuff. Can probably do your dishes for you. I don't know. But, okay, so you really should do this outside because it stinks. But you don't need much. Okay, so that's just sealing in, so hopefully the black won't come off. And it already stinks, so I'm not going to spray anymore. There you go. So that was that trick. Now, this is I feel like this is upside down. But I was apparently putting the book the other way. So, in my great ability to junk journal, I closed the book and then I got some transfer of my stickles. Pam stickled the first page, apparently. This is right side up. Yeah, okay. So this is my first page. So I have a moment here. I need to make a decision. And I think I'm going to make a decision instead of, I could, number one, tear this page out, which would mean I'd likely lose another page on this side, which would handle that entire problem. I'd get rid of the front and back and I'd be done with it, and that wouldn't be bad. But instead of doing that, I think I'm going to just work this into a design. So I think that maybe this particular book might lend itself to a little bit more, since I have lined pages on every page, might lend itself to more of a writing journal. But then I would also still like to decorate it because that's what I like to do. Okay, so I'm going to turn this into something. And what do I see? I see like a semicircle. This could be a million and one things. It could also be the beginning of a petal of a flower. And I think I'm going to, what does this look like? Okay, this is a Faber-Castell Medium Artist Pen 199 black. Just going to try and draw a little bit, honestly. Like maybe some, I don't know exactly. Well, now it's dry. It's okay because it's dry and that doesn't work. So we're going to grab another one because that's why Pam bought 1,000 just for this moment. Just so when this happens, she's got a backup. What's this? Does this one work? I don't know. Nothing's looking good here. This is a fine. Don't hold your breath. I'm not very good for recapping my things. Oh, we're good. Okay. I'm just going to do a little swirly ruse here. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm going to call it Zentangle. But I'm going to try and make some flower out of this. And I really don't know where it's going to go yet. But I'm just going to go with it. And see how it creates itself. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. You sort of just start and keep going and then just build your flower as you see it. Now this flower might not make sense yet, and it's not really even making sense in my own mind yet. And you don't have to be super neat or anything super fancy, but it is okay to just kind of run off in different directions and just do what feels like it might be right for you. What does that mean? That didn't make any sense to anybody, I know. Okay. That looks like a bat, but that's not supposed to be a bat. Okay. So this is going to be the end of the flower. Okay. So you might be able to see a little bit more of what this flower looks like. Okay, so right here in this area, I think I'm just going to have some swirlies come out. Okay. All right, so this is a very unusual, odd flower, but it's going to be the beginning flower of what is in here. And I'm just going to leave that as is because I don't know if I'm going to do more of it. But I did in court. I'm going to put some black dots on this stuff. I don't know why. I just feel like it might add something. And you can add black dots, since we're doing a dotty style theme here, to just about anything that you do, and it somehow enhances everything when you just put some black dots around it. Yeah, I'm telling you, it makes all the difference. I don't know what it is about the black dots, but they're amazing. Put some in here, down here, maybe down this side, just a little bit. You don't have to go all the way, just there. And we can amplify on that. But so I wanted to just show you how you can take a splotch and turn it into something creative, just goofy. Now let's go back here, and we have a whole disaster of things going on back here. What time have we got? Okay, so maybe we'll address that next time. Let me go get Mr. You-know-who. See if I can find him. See if he's available. Let me check it. I'll check with his people. Hold on. Okay, we have found Mr. Snuffles in the building. Hello, I'm Mr. Snuffles, also known as Sunshine Pup Cub Reporter, reporting to you from the paper Outpost. Now, I want you to know that I was completely willing to do my pup date today. I was allowed to be caught. Yes, I was caught. I was allowed to be captured and brought in, and now I'm doing my pup date. Okay, so I wasn't caught. That's a little dramatic, I must say. Okay, maybe I was scooped up lovingly. Yes, that's a much better way to put it. I was scooped up lovingly. Somehow somebody forgot the chicken, but I was scooped up lovingly and brought in here to deliver the news. And the news is that spray stinks. It's all I can smell. It's all that Mom can smell. Don't spray it inside. I would highly recommend spraying it outside. It smells funny. I'm sure we're just losing a brain cell or two, but we've got more, right? What the heck? Mom, you shouldn't say that. It's not good for people. I know. Okay, you should all wear hazmat suits before getting out of bed every morning, because you never know what's going to get you, right? Right. Okay, so did you have a good night last night when you were sleeping in bed? Yes. Did you steal Mother's heated blanket? Yes, I did. I snuggled right over onto it, and I took it. I took it, and I snuggled on it, and that's the end of the story. Okay, well, there you go. There you have it, folks. Beware. If you have one of these, he might steal your heated blanket at night. Okay, so everybody, tell them, take care, everybody. Happy crafting. I love you all. Sunshine out. Oh, okay. Back to yawning phase. Got it. All right, down you go. Soft moans. Okay, everybody. Take care. Remember that fun can be simple. And please create with reckless abandon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.